Welcome to your new parent orientation presentation. In this presentation, you will be given much needed information to support you in knowing all necessary information about our program. Who are we? At Bedford Heights PREK, our vision is to enrich family and community through early education. At Bedford Heights PREK, our mission is to provide quality childcare and early education in a safe and supportive environment where young children are able to grow in body, mind, and spirit. Bedford Heights PREK vision is to enrich family and community through early education. How we communicate. The Brightwheel app is our primary source of communication. We require all caretakers to download this app on their phone. We provide emergency closing and messaging and important updates. Brightwheel is the only app that integrates everything you need: sign-in/out, messaging, learning assessments, daily sheet reports, photos, videos, calendars, online bill pay for parents, lesson plan, milestone events, and much more. We will also ask all infant parents and toddler parents to communicate their last diaper changes and feeding time in our Brightwheel app daily. This will help assist our staff with our morning schedules and parent routines so that we can fill in the gaps in providing care. If we need to provide a light breakfast prior to 9 a.m., we will assist. All infants and toddlers should arrive dry and have been changed within the last hour of arrival to Bedford Heights PREK. We are requiring daily communications in Brightwheel, not verbal. When am I to text the daycare line? We encourage our parents to text the daycare line 440-2524142 at drop-off/pickup when there is a change in pickup. Text us directly for all changes to pickup and at arrival and departure. In the event someone else is picking up your child, please send their first and last name, your child's name, and estimated time of arrival text to the daycare line. We open at 6 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. Our daily cutoff times are 9:15 a.m. The meal times are as follows: breakfast, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Lunch, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. PM snack, 3 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. You must show proof of taps upon arrival and departure with a staff member at the door daily. If you have someone else picking up your child, they can create a new account, or you can give them your PIN number to check to tap your child in and out. If you are a private pay parent, you are required to show Brightwheel at arrival and departure. For Bedford Heights Pre-K, if you have a voucher, you are required to tap your child/ren in at the time of arrival. Once you pick your students, you are required to sign them out once again. What are professional development days? Professional development days provide time for staff to learn new skills to implement in their classrooms, collaborate with others, and further develop their expertise. What is SUTQ? Step Up to Quality. SUTQ is a tiered quality rating and improvement system for early learning and development programs. SUTQ recognizes and promotes learning and development programs that meet quality program standards that exceed preschool licensing and school-age childcare. Curriculum. What we offer. At Bedford Heights Pre-K, we have begun to use the research-based innovations curriculum and creative playroom. What other programs do we offer? Summer Camp open enrollment starts April 1st. Our goal is to provide a balanced day of education and activities geared towards fun and socialization. It is our hope that your child will make countless new friends in a fun and safe environment that your child looks forward to returning to each day. Milk substitutes/milk types. If the student does require a special mix of milk such as almond milk, oat milk, Lactaid, Pediasure, pea milk, plant-based, and a host of other options. Also, allergy to any foods, the student must be separated at a different table to prevent any allergens from passing to them. We have had emergency situations in the past where a student picked up another student's cup and drank their milk, and 911 had to be called due to the student's throat closing, and the student was transported to the local pediatric hospital. Due to this, it is now an absolute requirement that the students with allergies absolutely must be separate. Pediasure is considered a medical selection and must come with the proper paperwork from the student's doctor's office, which is a care plan, and the form can be provided by administration. If a parent approaches you in regard to changing a student's milk, please send them directly to admin. A doctor's note must be on file. What foods do we serve? We serve foods from all meal groups to ensure that each student receives a balanced meal while in our care. In addition to this, we do not serve pork and abide by any food requests/allergies that are listed by the parent. In regards to outside foods, Outside food will not be allowed unless it meets the following requirements. There must be enough for the entire classroom. Foods must be nut-free. Do you prate payments? All payments are still due if we are open or we are closed. Closing can be for weather, epidemics, professional development day closings, holiday, or if your child is sick or on vacation, all payments are still due in full. Is there an enrollment fee? There is an annual enrollment fee of $35 on the anniversary date of your enrollment. What are absent days and why are they still accounted for? Absent day means any day that a child is authorized and scheduled to be in the care of the provider, but is not in attendance, and child care would have been provided had the child been present with the provider. Payment is still required regardless if they are in our care or not. What if I have a voucher and my absent days are now gone? ODJFS allows 10 absent days per year after your 10 days are used, and if you do not have 25 hours for that week, you are still required to make the difference in payment for that week and including any additional weeks that your child is enrolled. You must give a 2-week notice to disenroll your child. We require a 2-week notice to let us know that you have been removed or we will terminate your child from our center. A 2-week payment still will be required for the remaining 2 weeks. What happens if my school age is suspended from school? If your child is suspended from school, your child cannot attend daycare during school in session hours. You must find alternate care for your child. We follow all truancy laws. You cannot bring your child to daycare during in-session hours for no reason. This includes lateness, illness, early drop-off, or early pick-up from school. Elementary school closings? All parents must give a 2-week notice when their child does not have school. Once notice is given, a request for a school-age teacher or substitute is scheduled for that class for that day. During school is in session, we do not have daily school-age teachers staffed. School-age teachers are only staffed in the morning and after school Monday through Friday. What happens if I pick my child up early from school or my child has a doctor's appointment? During the time school is in session, your child cannot be in the daycare. We follow our daily schedule for all school-agers while in school session morning and after school. Only the earliest that children can arrive is 3 p.m. What happens if my child misses the bus? If your child missed the bus and they are not scheduled to be on transportation, we cannot provide a ride. If your child missed the bus after school, has after-school detention, or an after-school activity, all parents are responsible for transportation to the daycare center. We require a 2-week notice, letting us know that you plan on removing your child/run, or we will terminate your child from our center. Please note that a 2-week payment still will be required for those remaining 2 weeks. Zero tolerance. We are here to help you all. With that being said, please recognize that each and every staff member has the right to be treated with dignity and respect at all times without the risk of threatening behavior or violence. Per our policies, this behavior will not be tolerated towards our staff and may result in offenders being asked to leave and/or disenroll. What to do if my child is sick? Please notify us in Brightwell why your child is sick. Please be sure to include what symptoms they are having, if they have been diagnosed with anything. This is important overall to help prevent the spread of communicable disease throughout the center. When is immunization and shot records due? Children ages 6 weeks to about 5 years, or until enrolled in kindergarten, are required to have a physical and shot record on file. Be advised, in compliance with ODJFS, school-agers, starting at kindergarten, do not require a shot record and physical. What if my child is not immunized? Immunizations and vaccines are critical to keeping your child and the other children in the program healthy. However, as required by the Ohio Department of Health, Ohio state law makes provisions for non-vaccination of children whose parents object to vaccines for medical, religious, or philosophical reasons. Therefore, in the event of an outbreak of any disease listed on the immunization exemption form, children without required vaccinations will be subject to exclusion from the center and/or classroom for the duration of the outbreak. This action is necessary not only to protect the child, but the remainder of the children and staff of the classroom. We do accept non-immunized children, however, immunization of children will help them from contracting and spreading vaccine-preventable disease. These diseases include polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, hemophilus, influenza, hepatitis, pneumococcal, chickenpox, measles, mumps, and rubella ECT. Our concern is the health and safety of all children admitted to the program. We cannot exclude a child solely because they have HIV or AIDS. We require employees and child care staff members to have written documentation on file of current immunization against tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, DEP, unless exempt. Added the screened for tuberculosis, TB, requirement as outlined in Rule 5101:2-12-08 of the Administrative Code. Medications. To keep everyone in the child care facility safe and healthy, child care providers must be informed about allergies and be prepared to deal with allergic reactions. Many allergic reactions are minor, but some reactions can be dangerous or even life-threatening, depending on the response of the individual's immune system. To avoid as many allergic reactions as possible, child care providers should prepare, plan, and know children's history of allergic reactions. Some medications require care plans such as inhaler, EpiPens, albuterol, and daily medication. Allergies. Preparing to handle allergic reactions in a child care setting. Individuals can have allergic reactions to foods, medications, animal dander, bee stings, plants, and pollen. Being prepared for allergic reasons is a major way child care facilities can keep children safe. To be allergy safe, child care providers must ask about allergies. When parents enroll their child in a child care program, the director or child care providers should ask specific questions about that child's known allergies. Have parents specify any foods, medications, or other allergens, such as bee stings, that cause allergic reactions in the child. Ask for specific information about the symptoms the child typically displays. It is best to get this information in writing to add to the child's file. Update the information at least once a year, or whenever there is a change in a child's allergy status. Plan with parents. If a child has a known allergy, work with parents to create a plan of action in case that child has an allergic reaction, based on the recommendations from the child's doctor. We also must prepare and train staff. We review the doctor's care plans and review the video that the parents made on how to provide care. IEP, disability, hearing, sight, speech, and communicating with us. It is unlawful for the center to discriminate in enrollment of children upon the basis of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, or disability in violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, 104 Stat. 3242 USC. 12101 etc. With that in mind, we never want to do a disservice to a child or a family. If a family communicates with us in regards to what a child's particular needs are, we as a staff are better prepared and will be able to make the necessary accommodations. What are assessments? Ongoing child assessment is a process in which the teaching staff systematically observe and record information about the child's level of development and/or knowledge, skills, and attitudes, in order to determine what has been learned, improve teaching, and support children's progress. What is the purpose of ASQ? The Ages and Stages Questionnaires is a screening tool that can be used to screen infants and young children for delays during the crucial first 5 years of life. What is the purpose of DECA Screen Tool? The Devereux Early Childhood Assessment for Infants and Toddlers, DECA-I/T, is a premier tool for assessing protective factors and screening for potential risks in the social and emotional development of very young children. Potty fees. Children enrolled in preschool must be toilet trained before attending preschool. Children must be wearing underwear. A child having accidents daily would not be considered toilet trained. Please note that wearing pull-ups is not considered toilet trained. Any new enrolled child that is not fully potty trained will be charged a $35 weekly fee until said child is fully potty trained. If your child has a developmental delay, we will waive the potty training fee. A letter from your provider is required to waive the fee. Transitions from infant to toddler. Children are not permitted to utilize any bottles, sippy cups, straw cups, etc. Children will be assisted with drinking from plastic cups during mealtime. Children are to be in pull-ups only. Toddlers begin following a potty training schedule in routine. No diaper of any form is permitted. Children are not permitted to use binkies of any form in the classroom. Elementary school closings. All parents must give a 2-week notice when their child does not have school. Once notice is given, a request for a school-age teacher or substitute is scheduled for that class for that day. During school is in session, we do not have daily school-age teachers staffed. School-age teachers are only staffed in the morning and after school Monday through Friday. When do we close for the weather? When school programs are delayed or canceled, the center will follow the city school district closings due to weather. Payments. We do not honor refunds or prorated amounts if we are closed for weather or holidays, school breaks, or sick days. All payments must be on a recurring weekly payment on an automatic payment on setup on auto pay. Late fees. Late fees will apply after 5 minutes for your scheduled pickup time. Bedford Heights Pre-K will allow one late pickup occurrence per every 6 months or 6 months from your last late pickup occurrence. This will result in a warning. If you have already received a warning and are late again, a late fee will be assessed using the fee schedule detailed below and will be payable with your next week's tuition. A 5-minute grace is given. 1 ND occurrence after warning $15 plus $1 per minute after closing time. 2 RD occurrence after warning $15 plus $2 per minute after closing time. 3 TH occurrence after warning $15 plus $5 per minute after closing time. 4th occurrence after warning termination of service. Late fees will be assessed per child. Schedule policy. Please be advised that all families are required to follow a daily schedule. This means children should be dropped off and picked up according to their schedule. Schedules are requested at the time of enrollment and approved by a member of administration. Once schedules are provided, the administration team schedules staff accordingly. We schedule based on odds ratio requirements. It is our job to ensure safety and wellness throughout the center. In the event that families are not following daily schedules, this results in classrooms being out of ratio and causes us to be short-staffed and our center become out of compliance. We are slowly allowing accommodations, however there are strict times due to staffing and every family schedule we must manage it to the rules of ODJFS staff to child ratio. Also, for any special accommodation to cross over until another shift, we need a work or school schedule to approve all special accommodation. If the event of a schedule change or to reapprove another special accommodation, we would definitely appreciate a 1 to 2 week notice. It would allow us time to change a staff member's schedule to accommodate your childcare needs. Failure to notify us of a schedule change or adhering to your child run schedule will result in waiting for entry until the next staff member to arrive, or you may have to wait till your scheduled time to enter due to other families' scheduled time. This to ensure that we are in staff/child ratios. Children will not be permitted in the building before their scheduled time. Children in the building after scheduled time and over daily hours will be subject to late fees. Each family is authorized for 10 hours each day unless approved for special accommodations. Even if your voucher is 60 hours a week, that is within a 7 days period. A typical workday is within 10 hours a day 5 days a week. Our staff is scheduled 8 hours per day and have other duties outside of eye care. In order to accommodate everyone, please stick to your desired schedule. If you need special accommodations, we will try our best to assist. It's best to review the following handouts for your understanding. Handouts to review. Incident reports. Disciplinary. Being sick, go over handout. What to bring, infant request, handout. Tap handout. We are excited for you to join the Bedford Heights Pre-K family. If you have any questions, please free to reach out to us via Brightwheel or text message. Phone 440-2524142. Email bedfordheightsprek@gmail.com. Birthdays are a great and joyous occasion. Some are milestones and some are just a regular year in between those milestones, but as parents we love to celebrate them all, but we do have a few rules and regulations when it comes to celebrating birthdays with our little ones class. Before bringing in any food and or snacks for their class, please speak with a teacher in regard to any sensitivities, allergies that any of your little ones' classmates may have. We want to make sure that we do not interrupt the schedule of the regular day. Also, we want to make sure that we keep our birthday planning activity in between the hour of 3 and 4 p.m. Due to the matter of a choking hazard, we do not allow confetti. Although it is a very pretty decoration, it is a choking hazard and a hassle to clean up, so we do have a confetti-free facility. We do hope that you understand. We offer a full range of services to our clients. Whether you are looking to launch a new one-off campaign or are looking to build a new brand platform, we are there for you. We also have an in-house development team to build any experience needed to activate your brand. Thank you again for your interest in partnering with us for the advancement of your little one. Our admin office is always open if you have any questions or concerns.